Friends, it has been a time. It has been a time
it's
getting
been a couple
here.
of times.
But we have arrived
All time.
back at the Haven Quartet on the eve of it becoming the Haven Quintet.
Yay! Oh my gosh! I'd like to thank the Academy.
So,
All of them. All of them.
Sports and outdoors.
right.
Yes.
Faraway
what's the
friends,
Academy?
thank you so much for joining us one more time. This is our last beta session of Daggerheart under Darkeport's auspices. And we have 5 lovely players here. Hopefully everyone survives.
That's loaded.
You make me nervous here.
And at the deal that I cut with everyone was that at the end they get to decide whether or not they're staying with that character or they're making a new character. Because remember, I promised you that way back when we started.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold your feet to the fire, baby.
So we'll see. We will see who opts to do that. So I guess I'll go ahead and shout out our sponsors real quick. Of course, we have Eldritch Foundry, who has provided the good majority of the stuff that we're going to be seeing down today on the battle map here, which is always appreciative of that. And go check them out. And we have Cantrip Candles here. And today they're bringing in, the name of that was Fairy Forest, I think?
Forest of Fae.
Oh, I'm sorry, Forest of Fae.
Way off.
Well, you are definitely in a sort of Forest of Fae, but it's more like a Grimm's Fairy Tales forest.
Yeah.
You know,
Forest o' Thistle.
of thistle folk, right? So we have that going on, and without further ado, let's go ahead and light that puppy and go.
Bad boy up.
This is gonna be a quick one, folks. We gotta get in and out.
Wait, we're gonna get copyright struck for the music that we're making.
We're making
That we're making up.
I'm gonna strike it later because I wrote it.
Then there was fire.
Got it.
It wasn't here before.
I did it eventually.
We got there.
I have made fire.
All right. So you are with young Adrian. Adrian, who has inherited an impossibly large mantle, and you're escorting him to a place of power that he thinks seems to have survived somehow the reckoning. Who is, I would think, probably Varian. You're in the front as you're leading the way. I mean, he's guiding you, via the tactile map that the Whitefire Arcanist gave him. But I imagine you're probably in the front, or who wants to take point?
We're heading towards where now?
Towards a spot called the Open Vale.
Open Vale.
Yes, and so
we have forgone the
hunt.
hunt.
Well, the hunt is happening, but you were the only people that Adrian could convince to go with him. The rest of them, basically the rest of Hush, thinks that he's a well-meaning, insane person.
Oh, poor guy just, witnessed his mentor die in front of him.
Because he's babbling. He's babbling about the oceans of her living womb and
Oh my gosh.
and a primordial, and a return of a primordial magic, and they're like, yes, sure.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Oh, honey, sweetie baby.
And this is in the context
That
of
wedding probably did not help.
of 95% of the elven population going bananas anyway.
Yeah.
So he really sounds.
There goes another one.
Poor guy.
Yes, I will be out in front,
Okay.
doing a little scouting.
I think me and Zeph are kind of on either side of Adrian, and I'm like, because of her knowledge of maps, I'm like, oh, do you understand? What do you think this curve is? You think this is a tree? And kind of going over it with him and her, since we were
That makes sense.
inspecting it a bit in the room before we
She's
left.
probably holding the map since it's more tactile, so that she can kind of check it by feel and then kind of
Okay.
double
Actually,
check material.
Have you taken your
differences
glove? Have you taken your? Do you have a gauntlet or a glove? Because you're kind
probably
of in the
more
middle.
like a glove.
Okay, maybe with reinforced metal studs on it or something.
I was thinking it's more like a bracer that kind of can come over the wrist a little bit, so she has
so you still have-
doesn't
okay.
really have anything on her fingers.
Okay, cool. No, that's good to know. So yeah, you don't have to remove anything. Then you're just
Yeah, that makes more sense for her.
kind of feeling the map. The
Stronger for
more
combat.
Yeah, better grip on swords.
on the
without
sword,
gloves.
the more that you are feeling it, Zeph, the more kind of amazed you become or appreciative you become of just what kind of work this was, where she took, it really is, like even if you were trained to the different terrain types, even blind, you could feel, even with your eyes closed, you could feel exactly where you were at. It would take practice, but you think with practice you could acquire that skill.
Yeah, I would say as soon as she saw it, she was kind of in awe of the idea of making a map this way. And then yeah, as she's walking the terrain and yeah, exactly like you're saying, like feeling it and walking the same terrain, she's like, this is actually really accurate. Some
of the bark, yes, there's like an intuitive connection. Some of the bark has been pounded so to be so soft as it feels almost like velvet. Some of the moss she collected is like you would find here, locally in Austin. Some of the moss that she has is a lot more spiny, like it has spines on it.
Okay.
So it's a little prickly, not enough to draw blood or anything, but it's definitely a different feel, like that.
Yeah, because it's really hard to find nice soft moss here.
That sort of way. Okay, Justin, were you about to say something?
No, I was just wondering, like, if we're actively moving through the forest and we can see it sort of changing before our very eyes, if it's that aggressively encroaching / changing /
It is gaining momentum, but it hasn't gotten to that point yet. Although your character can definitely feel like a restlessness, and even an anger in the air as you're penetrating deeper on. But there seems to be some remnant of fading old, pre-reckoning not old because it's 3 weeks, pre-reckoning magic that still is, it's not exactly holding them at bay, but it has retarded the growth along this path that you're going. But you can feel like it's dissipating like a fog. I mean, she was mighty, so it's lingered, but it's going to be gone soon.
Yeah, I wanted to kind of use my arcane sense as we're walking too, so that I can get an idea of when we're like, if I sense that we're getting close to what we're looking for.
How far out does that go? Remind me.
It doesn't say. It just says that I can sense the presence of magical people and objects when I'm close.
It doesn't have like close. Oh,
it says close.
Oh, close.
So I guess if that's the Daggerheart version.
Close. Yeah. Okay.
So version of distance, close to them.
Okay. Roughly 10 to 30 feet then. Okay. Anywhere in there.
Finny at this point, letting all of the heads assess what's going on, I think would ask, how can I help? How can I assist? If they want me to climb and look up, if they want me to move forward through, just can I do something for you so that what you're creating now is easier? Like, how can I assist?
Who do you ask?
I want to ask Varian.
Okay, ask.
I think you know a lot more than they do at this point. I don't know if you remember me, but I think we get into a lot of trouble. Good or bad. Do you trust me that I'll come back? Send me somewhere so I can help all of us out. They need you here a lot more than they need me.
What are your intentions?
To see or scout with eyes you don't have that need to be right here and right now.
So you intend not to come with us?
I tend to go, look, and come back. Then he always comes back.
Vinny, I believe in the fact that you're here to do the right thing for all of us. But I think going alone, especially when it isn't necessary, is an unnecessary risk. Do I trust you to come back? I believe yes, I do. Perhaps a better question is, why do you feel the need to go off on your own?
Hopping and sliming alongside all of you is not how I'm going to help, and that's not why you brought me here in the first place. So, you're a ranger. Let me help. How can I help? They've got lives to save. This is all I can do. Short, sweet, to the point.
But you're asking how you can help by being alone, yes?
I'm always alone.
I don't know that I have an answer for that. Honestly, I think the best thing to do is to stick together. Now, as we're traveling, if you want to make a chance of moving quietly to the flank or even to the rear, that'll give us a tactical advantage. I think you're exceptionally well suited for such a thing. If you feel inclined, come scout ahead with me. Perhaps it would be good to have another person to be able to relay messages back and forth.
Communication, not reconnaissance. That actually makes sense going forward.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
Varian's actually really quiet. One of his little things is actually with the Qatari, they just, when they move, they're like always at advantage for stealthing.
Beans.
The group, yeah. No, not the beans, yeah.
Beans.
So before, a torch is an archaic way of measuring time, but it's stuck in there, so it's roughly the amount of time it took for an old school torch to burn down, which would be about an hour equivalent in real life. I want to make that reference. So about half a torch passes, and you can see now, as you encounter the creek for the first time, or maybe it's a small river that's running through here, that you're about halfway to where the end is of the map. So you're thinking it was maybe about 3 miles away from Hush, because you're moving. You can move more quickly. This group could move more quickly, but you're being somewhat careful, obviously. And I assume you're being alert, and that sort of thing. You're not just charging off. Another half torch passes, and Adrian says, "There, I think I see it." And just about that time, Marlowe, as you've been just letting your senses kind of sweep forward, and I'm going to say it's something that she's learning to just do and inhabit, because if she like had to tense herself to do it, it would be tiring. Mm-hmm. So you're like trying to just relax into it, which is the exact opposite of the way that you used to work with.
Right.
And just about the time that he says that, you do catch a subtle little where the wisps are still trying to cling to something more substantial.
Yes, you're right. I feel it. I feel something coming on.
He nods. The Arcanist, her way of, it wasn't even really working well. It was, I think somewhere between what I'm trying to do and what you do instinctually. So perhaps more of that could survive the reckoning. All right then. And sure enough, I'm gonna go and stand up here. As you can see this little map. Sure enough, you here you go, Justin.
You're going to be cut off, by the way.
Since you got me the Qatari claw here.
The rise of the GM.
So, you come and you hit here, kind of come through. You have to be a little bit careful. I want to scratch this now. You kind of,
it looks like it has an itch.
You have to come through here, and be careful of the moss, because it's slick, from the spray. And then you kind of come trundling down these stone steps. There are trees everywhere. I just didn't want to block y'all's view. But essentially, you're kind of meandering through here, and then you come to the bridge, and there's another town. According to the map, there's another town that way, which would continue on, like due north. Mm. So you've been going largely north, but you've gone a little west, as you've kind of meandered through. And Marlowe, the sense as you hit these two trees that are of a markedly different make, you can feel a substantial power emanating from the west.
She just doesn't say anything. It's just walking, following her sense in the direction that she feels the power coming from.
Okay. Are y'all gonna kind of reform around Marlowe, because Adrian isn't sure what to do now as he's looking around, but Marlowe she's walking slowly but steadily.
Yeah, she's almost in a trance, just
Boy.
single-mindedly moving forward.
Corey's gonna try and catch up with her just in case something pops out of nowhere. She can be the human shield or
Appreciate
giant
that.
shield, let's say.
As you
The meat shield.
The meat shield.
as you get
Finny says,
Go ahead.
Finny slips around and says, going on ahead, Marion knows, I'll come back, and slips around so that you've got eyes in the front. You've got eyes all around you so you can stay in it.
I'm gonna let you all decide. Now in Daggerheart, the distances are a little looser, but I did this handy dandy watch like Corey did this one. Did a better job than I did.
Corey! Shout out to Corey.
Handy dandy little thing. So we have very
Distances,
close, we have close, we have far. So basically, there's nothing. Basically, you have to this whole ring here is out to a far distance. You have to get all the way out to the water's edge before you're in, quote, very far territory.
It's all the distances that Grover taught us.
Thank you, Grover.
Right. Oh man, that just brought back a lot of memories.
Instead of like the one-on-one, which is the cards.
That's cute. That's really cute, Justin. Okay, so you see this tome, but it looks like it's literally been growing out of what looks like some sort of sarcophagus or tomb. And you have the wood around it is a blood red, and the tome that's in it does have pages of a sort, but they're much closer to the map that you're holding than they are any kind of scroll or parchment. Or even light weave, because the elves, if they wanted to preserve things, they would sometimes make, pre-reckoning obviously, they would make like holograms, and then they would respond to touch, and you could leaf them through, and they would essentially last forever. Even more unusual than that. So Finny and Marlowe, actually, did you all want to? Are there particular places you want to go? You just want to hang out around the tome?
I'm walking straight to that tome.
And I am immediately falling right next to her.
Okay.
And Corey will go, Marlowe, let's start thinking about things before you go and touch a strange book growing out of a tomb and there's blood red trees coming out of it. Let's think of this through.
Says the smart one in the
I feel
group.
this tone. I feel this. I know. This is
first
from the Arcanist.
But that does not mean that it is entirely safe. It might have a mind of its own.
I rather think it's not. The woods, you can feel them, can't you? They don't want us here. It doesn't want us here. But this is it, and this is where it's not a ruby, but it's like a ruby-colored little, some sort of maybe mica that the Arcanist chipped, and she embedded it right at this spot on one edge of the map.
Zeph wants to do an immediate patrol around the area.
Okay.
Make sure we're not going to get snuck on from behind one of these big boulder things.
You feel.
I'll go the other way.
You feel that. Okay. That makes sense.
Then he said, I'm already on that. I'll go that way.
You feel
You go
like
that way.
ants dancing on your hands from it.
I'm already walking. You can walk with me.
As you're getting closer to it.
I'll hop climb.
And you can start to feel more about this Arcanist. You can feel her presence here. She's been here many times before. The fact that you can just walk in here now is testament to how either badly eroded the power is, or perhaps she anticipated something like this and you have been allowed here. You don't know.
Seeing my friends begin to circle around and knowing their eyes are open to any incoming danger, Marlowe closes her eyes and she doesn't touch the tome, but she extends her hands and is just focused entirely on what she's feeling and maybe even hearing whatever message the Arcanist could have left her somehow.
If you allow it, you feel Adrian's hand on your shoulder, and it's different from yours, but it's definitely not hermetic. Whatever force is growing inside of him flows into you. So with advantage, go ahead and make an instinct check.
Come on. No more fear, please.
Let's
Roll possession. No. I'd be so scared.
right. That's 19 plus 4 is 23.
23.
With fear.
With fear. Okay.
It.
You feel a jolt into your body, and there's so many voices, so many times of the Arcanist being here that you know now you have to, because trying to follow them is the pathway of insanity. That you have to push those aside, and you try to run through as quickly as you can, Caitlin, to the end, to the last one that she left. And you hear a very simple message in an uncanny voice that I'm not going to be able to recapitulate perfectly. It sounds almost insectoid, the voice. And it buzzes at you. A new spark!
With her eyes still closed
That's
and
the message.
in a trance, she asks Adrian, Did you hear too?
I think I did, through you. Dear gods, you're strong. And he looks at you.
I'm just learning.
I think, and he takes, did you bring 2? It was 2 sending stones? I know he had at least 1.
I have one.
And then you have 1. Okay. He says, I think I could reignite this place.
New spark.
He says, look, runes, they're on all the boulders. Should I try?
Should we get out of the way first?
Everything look okay?
Inside the circle?
I don't know how this works.
You're really big, so you might be in the way.
I think you see the ground start to displace.
Oh no.
And
No.
and it's not that things so much push out of the ground as they form up. So Justin, we were asking about aggressive vegetation.
Oh no.
Well,
No.
you
You want aggressive vegetation?
You see vines roll in as a Sablewood Forest essentially says, "Oh hell no,"
Love its voice.
and
We're not doing this.
and the veggie zombies
Oh
Biscuit.
start forming up.
Well, it wouldn't be a game with you if we didn't have it.
If we didn't have veggie zomboys.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
Different game.
as that
We need a t-shirt for the veggie zomboys.
as those spring up, you see 2 other shadowy beings where it's more like a concentration of darkness wraps around them. One of them looks like a sophisticated older woman who has poise, and her dress of shade flaps about her in an ethereal breeze. And the other one is a herald who's on top of the boulder, and he seems ready to literally read you the riot act.
Lordy.
first. You're on my list.
And Adrian drops down. All right, and for the first time, a blue fire flies out. Something comes up from the tomes. It's not really. It's more like hard lines of shimmer than any sort of color. And
Laser.
he tags. Like when you're seeing at a distance, Audrey, a mirage, the shimmer. Mm-hmm. Now imagine if that shimmer was squeezed and compressed into a single stream into his hand. Mm. So it doesn't have color, but it has somehow it has substance to it, and that translates in his body. You feel this you're very aware of this as it hits him, Caitlin. He doesn't have a power inside of him the way that you do, just innate to his body, but he's able to draw from whatever the source is and act as a funnel. So it's a cousin to your ability.
Okay.
And he hits this, that rune, and that lights up. And immediately this thing makes an impossible leap and jumps off. like it's like ah, but still has the ethereal scroll in front of it. Okay, so
Boy.
Do I give you guys credit for that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The quartet says
Okay, I'm gonna say so. He lit the first of them, and if you can get all 8 lit, something good. So that's where you want to be.
That's where we want to be.
Okay. And young man, that is absolutely unacceptable. And who's making? Who's acting first?
Where are we all on
Yeah.
the thing? We need our little.
No, I'm with
Our little
Marlo and
peoples.
Adrian.
So he had just turned.
you think.
Oh, so you know how your hair has gone all white with just a tiny bit of red. You notice that when he pulls that blue flame through him, his hair is awash in blue.
Oh my god. Okay, red and blue.
Kari was right with us.
Where do you want to be, Kari?
I will be on the other side of the tome.
So like here?
Yeah.
Okay. Now remember, distances are not, they're more loosey-goosey here, so we don't have to count out squares
That's all.
quite the same way. And there's no such thing as attack of opportunity, etc.
Okay.
Zeph, where do you want to be?
I had circled around on the riverside and probably is
Where
now
did you
on
wind
the
up?
opposite end from where we entered.
So maybe like here?
Yeah, so I'm probably really close to that.
Really close to the 2 veggie zombies.
Oh boy.
Okay. Varian, where did you go?
You were circling the
Opposite
other
the
way.
opposite
So
direction.
probably opposite.
Yep.
So probably opposite here with your back there. And Finny, where do you want to be?
I said I was going to. Finny said there were going to be eyes in front of Marlo. So wherever she is, I'm in front of her eyes.
Okay. And Marla, I'm going to say you turn around to see that. That's the only reason I have you facing that way.
I'm gonna immediately
Hold them
pull my
off.
hands out, throw them to the side, and cast Rain of Blades.
Oof.
So,
Getting started off with a
I'm gonna make
bang.
a spellcast roll, and if I succeed, everything takes D10 magic damage. All of enemies. Out of the way!
That was I think I was still letting you rock the 2d10.
Rain
yeah?
blade, so she's
Yeah.
cutting to the chase.
It's only 2d10 if they're vulnerable, so it's regularly just a d10.
Okay.
So make a spellcast roll. All targets that you succeed against take d10 magic damage, and if they're vulnerable, they take an additional 2d10.
Is that hope or no? You can just do it.
I spent 2 hope. I just put them in.
Oh, you spent. Okay,
It's
you
2
spent
hope.
2 hope, and it's everybody who is close to you. I think.
Any enemies close to me.
Close.
Close.
So I think. All right, you're gonna have to choose these 2 or these 2.
I can deal with those 2 close to me.
Okay, then I'll do the other 2 that are
Okay, these 2 that are on
that
that are on
Kari's
other
not
side of
facing, that are closer to Zeph. Yeah.
closer to Zeph. Okay, go ahead and give me an action. And my croupiers.
Okay. So it's just that plus my instinct.
Yeah.
So that's 9, 10, 11. Or, sorry. Yeah, 9, 10, 11.
Okay. And their difficulty's 12. That's too bad.
Oh,
The all-powerful elf.
So, what do your blades look like?
They're red. They're like red light.
Okay. So they're
Matches the spooky tome.
you're trying to have you used this ability before? Do you think?
not in our presence.
I know that.
Maybe once.
I think she's used it before.
Okay.
Maybe not many times. I've had a lot of reasons to.
Yeah, just okay. So it's shaky, and as they're about to impact, you can't quite like you slip back into old centuries old habits of hermetic will working, and you try to force them down a certain path, and instead they slip and slide and kind of either dissipate or just jank off.
God's damn it.
Okay, who is? Wait, that was with hope or fear? With fear.
Oh.
With fear.
My fear is just rolling higher today.
Okay, so
I'm afraid so.
I am hoarding. The GM is hoarding fear tokens up here, which you're not supposed to do.
Because that's gonna really overpower us.
So
We're gonna be
no,
fearing
so I need
for
to.
our
I
lives.
need to
right in
burn
front
some
of
of
you,
these
dude.
off. I need to
Burn 'em
burn some of
off.
these off. Okay.
No.
I'm really getting worried just because it's stacking and stacking and I'm
Okay. So we're gonna let's see.
like, stack these.
I'm going to spend
Scared.
because I want to activate these guys.
But I want to do
Zombies. Let's see. All right. I have to spend 2 action tokens to get there. They descend on you stronger together to get their coordinated attack. So I have to kick one of these in. That gives me 2. So I still have 1. I'm gonna go ahead and spend that on the zombies, and then the race. Let's see. I need. Can I steal one of your action tokens? Okay. See.
Unless you're gonna hurt me, give it back.
So I'm gonna spend another one.
Don't roll to find
if you're
out.
gonna be nice.
I'm gonna spend another one to be able to activate both of the shadowy creatures. You know, this could be interesting.
Shadow creatures.
Okay.
Zombies
So
and shadows and bears.
first off, let's see. Stronger together. Who are they going to descend on?
Oh no.
Kari, you kind of
Yeah, I was like, I knew it. You're kind of an obvious target. I had a feeling.
they have a burst of energy and they kind of shamble. They do this quick stutter step, bypassing some of the other adversaries here, and the woman takes out what looks like some sort of slender wand and says, "You two over there, you two in front of her. Take it down. I want to see how it tastes."
Rude.
And
Kari's like, I swear I'm not a gardener. I haven't heard a plane in my life.
so they're coming at you. What's your evasion?
My evasion is 6.
6. Okay.
Nice.
Do they just do this? They still have to hit you, don't they?
I have no idea.
Sometimes these
You tell me.
Sometimes these attacks are interesting. So let me
Hit me.
Don't hurt me,
see here.
I like plants.
Nice.
I think they just do this.
Yeah. You
Okay.
just roll the damage.
So it's a total of 16 points as they claw at you.
Woo.
Do you want to use some armor to drop that?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I will happily take half of that damage.
How much armor? How much? Because you can use. I think you can use as many armor slots as you want, right?
Ooh.
I think so.
I never read anything that says you can't. So
That's fair. Ooh.
Just ablative, so it just.
yeah, it just goes away. But I mean, if you're gonna use it, now's the
Yeah,
time.
I'm gonna use it. Okay, I will use one armor and to like half that at least.
Okay, go ahead and use kick one of the green out then.
Yeah. So maybe.
How much does that reduce the damage for you?
I think by. Let's see. It's under the base.
That's
score-
your shield number at the top where it says armor.
Oh, it's 6.
6. Okay, so that drops it to 10.
10. Oh, it's still 2. But, I'll use another armor.
Do you want? Okay, use another armor. Okay, so that no, I approve. I think that's wise. I think that's wise.
It was 19, right?
16.
16. Okay, so yeah, that's fine.
So that drops it to 4.
4. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, great. So, and you have chain, or what do you?
I have chainmail.
You have chainmail. Okay, so you expertly turn into it and let your various layers of metal take the frantic clawing at you. They draw a bit of blood, but they don't get in like they wanted to. And then you have her, and she says, "Oh, that just won't do. Come here." And as she's gesturing with the wand, you're feeling, you can sense this. The rest of you can see this almost colorless effluvia coming off of you and pooling into the wand as she then sticks it into her mouth. Delicious.
Oh, gross.
And let's see.
Sound effects for the win.
No. Gross.
What's your
I'm
evasion?
offended for you.
What's your evasion, baby?
6.
6? Ah, that's too bad. She just got you. Okay.
Darn.
Okay. Because I was gonna say you turned.
but-
I was gonna say you turned in, and all she got was like grieve, or all she got was like bracer or something. But instead,
Your face.
I'm gonna say chest on that. So that's gonna be another 7 magical
Okay, that's fine. 7's fine.
Are you going to armor that, or do you want to?
Nah, I'll take it.
You'll take it. Okay.
She beefy. She
Okay.
can take it.
Take it.
All right. They're beating on your tank, and then finally this last one. You just attacked, but he's trying to take out Adrian.
No. I will not allow.
So, so he says, "Young man, I told you, absolutely none of that." And instead of the wand, you see this kind of faded, shadowy, grasping thing, not quite tentacle, not quite hand, come out from this uncanny parchment and start to pick at him. Ah!
Oh no.
And as he gets hit, that rune dims. It doesn't go away completely, but it does dim, and he kind of cowers away from it. Although you notice that the blue is protecting, like he gets some scratches on him, but it didn't seem to really get a full hit like it did on her. Okay, and
Are you done yet?
Are you
as
done
the
with your
last,
fear?
as the last thing,
Dying.
you see creatures that have been buried kind of erupt, and they amble.
Nope. No, they don't.
No ambling.
They amble. One of them ambles over here and says hello to you.
Rude. Nobody invited you.
Define hello.
What's your evasion? Your evasion's
Whisper
higher.
in your ear.
It's 10.
10. Okay. You managed to bat away the skeletal claw. These look more like people that were maybe buried here or taken here or something.
Okay.
But you managed to slap the skeletal claw away, and it doesn't gain purchase on you. And then this one comes around.
It's like the turn that never ends.
If only we had a special spell that worked and got rid of those zombies.
I know, right?
And this
That would be so useful
That would
right
have been
now.
so great.
this claws at you. That's 10 damage coming at you, Melissa. Do you want to use some armor?
I want to not do this. That's 10 damage.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll use one armor slot. What armor? This one's my armor.
Okay. And that drops it by 5.
You said it was 10?
Yeah, 10
So that drops it by 4.
by 4.
Takes that down to 6, and that's 1 minus.
So it's only 1. Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, so that one managed to get through, breaks the skin, but it doesn't get a good grab on your neck like it was trying to.
Okay.
Okay, who's going?
I am.
Okay.
I'll go after
It's crawling out of her skin.
I wanted to, interrupt that so badly.
What you doing?
That's my job.
I know. I wanted to literally go that way, and now this thing is in my way.
Take him out.
No-
Is it possible to go around it?
No attack of opportunity in
Then I'm
Daggerheart,
going
so you
past
can
him,
so you
and
can
I'm going
bypass
straight
them.
for the shadow guy that attacked my magic people.
Over here.
Yes.
Okay.
Magic
Shadow
people.
Man.
My magic people are under attack, and
so you
they will not do.
So you just that thing is trying to get at your neck. You just juke underneath and get right over there.
Take some, but I get past it.
I'm gonna remind y'all you do have tag team available if you want to. You don't have to, but just that's an option. That'd be easy to forget in a fight like this.
Right.
This is, and I've watched this fight a few times with different ones, and I'm definitely meaner than the GMs that I've seen. So, like this is actually a fight.
Shocked.
This is a real fight.
I'm warmed up. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Audiences love us thus far. They want to see us get down and dirty.
Okay. So, what is Zafina doing?
Zafina just goes in and attacks him with her longsword.
Okay, go for it.
That's what I've got. I'm not a magic-y person.
Go.
So I roll things for that.
You do.
Do they have a two-handed option for the longsword, or?
A longsword is two-handed. Although there's
I'm thinking in anime terms.
It's that heavy because it's
I need to clarify that with you because
Yes, ma'am.
there's that whole combat training aspect where I get to ignore burden, which is the one-handed, two-handed thing, to my understanding.
That's handy.
So I need to clarify that with you at some point because that would make a drastic difference.
After this adventure, we will, and I'm gonna address the longsword situation because you and I both think it's a little crazy.
Maybe the GM doesn't kill you.
So that is.
Shield.
I want to use. Do I want to add anything? Do I add anything to that?
I think it's agility that you use for that because that's your high score and that's your weapon should.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and spend 1 hope and use the hit 'em hard experience.
Yeah.
So I get another 1 to that.
Okay.
So that's 14 with hope.
Get him, Ray.
You see shadows try to gather and deflect your blade, but you manage to catch it at just because you're using agility, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You manage to come up and catch it at just the right angle to slice through them and still get to its body. Whoosh. You're mildly surprised that there is something solid-ish, although it's more like going through molasses. Roll damage.
My damage.
Come on, big damage, big damage.
No whammies.
Big damage.
No whammies. Oh, that's
That's anticlimactic. That's 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay.
4 is more.
Or is
Zero.
it's 4 damage.
Or is more than 1.
Or is more than 0.
It looks like it looks like that the between the shadow that you had to cleave through and its own composition, it kind of bled off a lot of the energy, and you're not sure how effective blades are going to be on this thing.
Well, blades are what I've got.
But that was with hope, yeah.
That was with hope. Yes.
So the PC, the quartet, you do gain a hope, and the quartet maintains the initiative. So who's going next?
I will go next.
Okay. I think that's fair. No, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
People getting attacked get to go first.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that as a guideline.
I do say gather them up.
Oh yeah, that's.
I'm not. Yeah, and all of you did just see what Marlo did, by the way. That she just rained down maybe a 10-foot cube of these red daggers. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not agitating for it, but there's nothing saying that one person can't go twice. But okay.
Vinny's definitely impressed. Has observed magic of higher beings being underborn, but has never been this close to it.
Well, you're
definitely Finny seeing what
you're getting
Marlo
a snoot
did up close and personal, and being her eyes was soaring to the heart and the soul, like seeing power again.
You're getting to see it up close and personal.
Oh yeah.
Okay, what are you doing,
We're
Kari?
gonna see a different kind of power here. So I'm gonna try and use my axe to get one of them, and then hopefully go into whirlwind.
Yes.
So
Step back and bring them close.
I like the sound
Does
of
any-
it. I don't know what it means.
Does anyone
but
want?
I want it to happen.
Would anyone?
I don't either.
Would anyone like to assist this?
because this is gonna be really
Next
cool.
to her. I can help.
I'm gonna watch and decide.
I.e. spend a hope so she can, if you can come up with a.
Well, I have something I want to do, but very close is within 5 feet. Is that right?
Very close is actually melee is right next to. Very close is 5 to 10.
Yeah.
And close is 10 to 30.
Yep. And it does.
Like a dartboard.
Okay, all right, we're not.
Oh my god. 9 with fear. No.
Do you have any
You're
experience?
adding stuff to it?
Yeah, it's probably strength for you.
Yes. Oh yeah. So that's 11.
11. Okay, you. No. You're one.
12, isn't it?
Yep, it's 12.
Damn.
Do you have any? Normally,
Any experiences?
do you have any experiences? From now on, I'm going to make you guys do that ahead of time. But do you have any experiences that would add to that?
Let's see.
Yeah, it's on that top sheet.
I'll do not afraid of anything. Just add 1 to it, but it doesn't do anything. So.
Ends at 11.
No, she's fearless. Okay, so spend a hope on that, and from now on, you have to declare that before you roll. Okay.
Oh, declare your experience.
Yeah, before you roll. All right, so. the sweat's coming down your brow, but you fearlessly wade in, and because you're fearless and you get that +1, and you just attack without any hesitation, you just managed to hit it.
Yes.
Because you had to get a 12.
Okay.
All right, so what's happening?
Okay,
This is exciting. I don't know this.
Whirlwind is fun. When you make a successful attack using a weapon with melee or very close range, you may also spend a hope to use use that roll against every other enemy that is within that weapon's range.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so basically you start with this one, and roll damage on that one.
Ooh, yeah.
So it's kind of like the old school, like
any-
cleave or greater cleave.
Yes.
Where you just keep going.
Any additional enemies you succeed against with this ability take half damage rounded up.
Okay, so you're hitting all. So you hit all of them then.
Yeah. 10.
Yeah.
10 plus anything?
10 plus
your weapon?
3, so 13.
13.
Dang, yes.
We gotta check that.
The tank is tanking.
Okay,
We gotta check that sheet.
and they take they take half damage rounded up or down.
Up.
Up. That was important. That was actually important. That's determinative. Okay, because in fifth ed everything rounds down. Do you have to roll to hit them?
It doesn't say.
Read it to me again.
It says when you make a successful attack using a weapon with melee or very close range, you may also spend a hope to use that roll against every other enemy that is-
Roll.
so
Okay,
it's
that
a-
roll. Well, they're all at a 12, baby. So you see the giant just turn and as only giants do.
Let's go.
Domino effect.
Dominoes.
As that happens, there's that same sort of ghostly effluvia wafts up, and Adrian, huh? Oh, and he throws it out, and it hits 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, Adrian.
Okay. So half of them now are lit up. Okay. That was with hope or fear?
And it was with fear.
With fear. Yes. With fear.
I know.
Okay.
And as she's, as she's like mowing people down, and she'll be like, "But I will become a gardener today." Just like, and she's like, "I see you."
Yes, the vegetation just kind of goes crazy. Okay. So let's see. Obviously, spending fear to activate the base tokens, and a couple things happen. Activating another, spending another fear for Wrath of the Veil.
"Ooh."
And so that means that almost immediately 2 more of these things grow out of the bodies.
Is this the zombie or the shadow?
The veggie zombies.
I assumed. I just had to make sure the light didn't
And
change.
let's see, you seem to be the most dangerous thing here.
Oh, guilty as charged.
Ma'am. So this
They call me the weed eater.
Yeah, the tall one's like, aw, humble me.
let's see. And she has to make a check. She does not. Okay.
Good.
So she the shadow over here seems to kind of ripple for a second, and for just a moment you feel like she's about to appear right on your head.
Oh no.
And instead, when she reforms, because she ghosts out, she mists out, but she only reforms about here.
Within attacking range. Got it.
And phone. And instead she's just gonna try to drain you.
No.
Drain. Okay. Yep.
Get away from my soul.
You feel more of your strength leaching into her form. And that's another 8 points.
God. 8 points is good. I'll take that. I'll take it.
Okay, no armor?
No armor.
No
I'll
armor?
Take it.
Okay.
I'll take it. I like to live dangerously.
Apparently.
Let's see. And let's see. Those. And to get all these guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to have to spend. These I get for free. I'm going to have to spend another for you. And I have to spend another for you. And then I have one left over. Okay. Great. This takes a little getting used to, but I think I'm getting there. All right, these two veggies that have just appeared out of nowhere both claw at you, Kari.
Oh, goodness. Yay.
You're the talk of the town.
Oh my gosh.
Both of them.
The new girl in town.
Well, I mean, you just took 4 of them out, so yeah,
True.
they're trying to get you down as quickly as possible.
That's fair. I deserve it. No, I don't.
That claw bite was for 11.
11.
I will use 2 armor on that.
2 armor on that.
Choice.
Okay, so
Just completely negate that.
so all it's chewing on is Poldroon.
And she's just like, I just got these furs.
Oh god.
Ooh, that one's even worse.
No.
That one leaps and tries to leap onto your face for 12.
Can she kind of try and block a little bit with her arm?
If you have any armor left.
Yes, I do have armor left.
Okay.
Go chainmail.
How much are you spending on that?
Oh god.
Keep track of the armor, dear, on the chest. Oh, you're doing it on there.
She's doing it
Okay.
on her sheet.
Okay, that's yes, as long as you know.
I'll use 2.
Okay. Okay. How much you got left?
I think 1. Yes, 1.
All right. I mean, your armor's doing.
She's doing her job. She's doing her thing.
That's stress. Grain's armor.
Grain's armor.
You were doing. I mean, you should use everything you have, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so those go. These 2, however, no, they're not going to chase after you. What are they going to do? They're going to try. This one's going to try to eat Adrian.
No, the poor guy has enough to deal with already.
Right?
And he has to, as he blocks it, as it's ripping into, you see their blue sparks, and one of these goes off. One of those depowers and goes down. This one, he is the obvious one, but this one actually is going to cross over and attack you.
Oh no.
Woo, man. You duck it. You're a pretty elusive target. Home Chick already had her move, and now the Herald.
Can Finny, in terms of all this action happening, Finny's watching, exactly how, is there a way to check in how in pain anybody is at this point?
You can look, and I don't have any problem with you asking the player. Let me go and finish this one though. So okay, he says, "What's all this now? What's all this? You clearly need to understand yourself better." And he reaches out to almost gently caress your cheek.
Ew.
Hate it.
As the shadows extend.
Does not have my consent.
But you do. Do you have a shield? Are you fighting with a shield?
I don't know.
I think you're two-handing this. Okay, so
I think I'm two-handing a longsword.
basically, you treat his hand like an incoming weapon. You pivot, and knock it away, and whatever he was trying to attach to your face fails.
That's good.
And kind of withers on the
like
ground.
that.
Okay.
No face huggers today, please.
Withers on the ground. Okay. Who's up next?
I have to take out the shadowy people. If
Yeah,
magic
you
is the
got it.
only thing that works on them, I have to take them out now because they're just going to keep resurrecting everybody else that you guys can fight. And you tried to attack it. I got to try and take them out first.
Or you focus on your task.
And if
He's the one doing it, Adrian.
But do you retain the knowledge to actually get rid of the shadow people?
I gotta try. The only magic attacks are gonna be strong on them.
Yeah, you guys mind if I try to?
Yeah, go for it. Go
something?
for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
More tank help.
I-
would help.
This is an action. All right, so I am going to use Vicious Entangle, and I want to center it on the one that is to the left of Zeph.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
And so it will. I'm also going to spend a hope to basically get temporarily restrain enemies very close to your target.
Okay.
So that should.
So it should get both.
That one.
It just gets both of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Really nice. Do you have to? What do you have to roll for that? It's a spell cast, probably.
Yes.
Which is agility for you.
Right.
Okay, yeah, roll it.
Get him.
Get him.
All right.
Let's hope. Would that make them
Sick 'em.
vulnerable then? If they're entangled?
Yeah, I believe so, yes.
That is a 13
Which could be a really nice follow-up for you.
With?
with hope.
Yeah.
Okay,
First one.
the quintet can
I got it.
maintains control of the flow of battle. Okay.
Perfect. Let me get him that.
So what happens, Justin, as Varian reaches out with that still intact ability?
Yeah. So he does. He actually, it's not even really says much because I guess we've sort of
No,
determined
it's
based
somatic,
on-
yeah.
So he does some sort of like somatic gesturing and whatnot, and then kind of pulls his arms up and like vines and growth of my own,
your own
and like
medicine.
entangle them and spread
Plants
between them.
against
And
plants.
yes.
Growth with
Plant on plant violence. I'm gonna
Plant
It's a plant.
violence.
I'm gonna say that yours has like a gold and russet color to it instead of the grays and mossy green. All right, they're just hexed.
And
Okay. Does that make them? That makes them.
they also take 8 damage.
Okay.
Yes. Let's go.
That's I think that's magic. Is that magic damage?
I
Okay.
believe so.
That actually pot.
I mean, I assume it's magic damage. Doesn't really.
It should say physical. It either says mag or phys.
Physical damage.
Physical. Okay.
That's why I gotta
Okay,
get him
th-
with this magic.
This one shatters.
Yes, but,
Yeah.
but they can't move, which is
Yeah, and now if I hit them with
Well,
this,
they-
I
they
can
can't
get
move without
2d10
problems.
against them.
This one shatters.
Die.
And as it pops, Adrian's on it now, and he watches. As soon as it breaks, there's a little bit of that magical essence that he redirects to the one that had gone off. So you're back to 1, 2, 3, 4 now, and he crouches down, trying to use this tome and the sarcophagus as much cover as he can.
I want to hit him with Rain of Blades while he's restrained
Home
there.
dude. Okay.
If I get him, then I
Home
can
dude.
get
Okay.
damage against him.
That's what we call them, the zombies or the shadows, because everybody's on
That's
home base.
action and two hope. You already spent.
I'm just
going
spinning
after
it
the
around
shadow
now.
that I'm in front of.
Well, yeah, because it needs magic.
Anybody want to assist?
Help me out.
Can I step to the side to get out of her line of fire?
It only
a little
hits
bit more?
enemies.
And then also,
But you could like try to shove it into the blades. Sure.
right?
Spend a hope.
Yes. Help me.
And that
Okay.
hope.
And then you get with
Advantage?
advantage. Yep. So you shove home
Dude,
dude.
I was.
So we're both rolling?
No,
She rolls twice?
she roll. Oh, that's right. Because you roll a die 6. I'm sorry. She rolls a die 6 because it's her advantage. So
Oh, that's good. That's kind of get to share the rolling. That's
yeah,
kind of nice.
I forgot that.
So I don't need to roll a die 6.
No, but just keep that roll.
Okay.
Oh, even better.
Yes.
Okay.
And I got a 13. Well, plus 2, so 15.
15. So 21 total.
Yeah.
Unless you need
With hope or fear?
I don't think y'all need me here.
With fear.
Oh.
And then I do 2d10
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah. 2d10.
Whack, 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 whack.
Damage.
Dang.
Okay.
Ow.
Yes, baby.
Oh.
So that's 9.
9 total.
9 total?
Uh-huh.
I thought you dropped. I thought one of those die actually had a 9 on it.
Zeros.
The blades thunk pretty deeply into it, and this is the first time that it actually. And you see some
Oh, it's 10. I'm so dumb. 19.
19. Oh no. 19. Okay.
Honesty is the best policy, but
So
I got you.
so one of
That's
them
why I sit by Justin.
one of them drives all the way through. You see shadows not only beginning to leak out of its mouth as it screams, but also out of its back. You see a more substantive ichor, kind of grayish ichor, begin to leak from the back as one of your daggers punches all the way through, and this thing looks badly injured now.
I'm gonna use my primal origin where I can take a stress and. Oh no, dang it.
That's right, because you can amp your attack. I forgot that too.
But it only lets me re-roll any number of damage dice. I don't want to do that.
Who wants to do that?
Can I? Is there additional target within range? No, I hit everybody
Nope.
that was in
Yeah,
range.
you hit everything.
Oh, dang it. All right.
Okay.
Darn.
I can add to my action roll, but I can't add to my damage roll. All right, but that was not a bad roll.
That was a
No,
great
no,
roll.
that
Good
was
as your,
No, well,
that
considering
was-
your
that was
first
really
two
good.
were
Can
like
I
very.
do another attack right, as a follow-up, or is my kind of action done because I helped her?
No, that doesn't count as an action. You basically just were an assist, but unfortunately she rolled with fear. So initiative.
Triggers Angel Doom.
Initiative goes back to them, right? So obviously,
Why am I?
Let's see.
Everything's been rolling with fear.
going to spend a fear to activate them.
And I really
you
need some
used
hope.
to being powerful and now you ain't.
Now I'm scared.
I'm afraid.
Yours is restrained. Now, Justin, they can't move, but they still can't attack something that's right next to them, right?
I would imagine, honestly, it doesn't. Let's see what restraint does.
Zeph, get
I
out
need
of
to go look that
there.
up.
Okay, so restrained. I know it does make them vulnerable.
Yeah.
But okay, so it's struggling with that, but I'm going to say since it's right next to you, it's still going to try to reach out to attack.
That's fair.
And maybe I'm wrong, but all right. I said, know thyself.
Can Finney's nearby, having seen this, release tongue and grab that arm before it touches her? Zeph again?
Not before it touches her, unfortunately.
Yeah, when they're restrained, they cannot move from until the condition is clear, but they can still take actions until they're
Yeah.
from
Okay.
the current
That
position.
makes
Now it's
sense.
a turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So this time it doesn't try for
It's not
it
running
doesn't
away.
try for the stylized caress across the face. It comes and just kind of whatever it can get.
Just
Yeah. And because you're too evasive, but it manages to grab your shoulder, and you feel it sinking into you. What is a horrific childhood memory that it's pulling at and pulling out of you?
oh wait, I actually figured that out, didn't I?
You have amazing handwriting.
Probably the worst one was the one that I sent you in Discord about her
Okay, you want to briefly
her grandfather.
you want to briefly tell the table
Share with
what
the
that, what that
clans.
was,
Share with the
what comes up for her.
So Zeph remembers being like 10 or 11 years old, really wanting to be a fighter like her brothers and everybody else. And so for a winter, she was sent to her mom's parents up in the mountains, and very Spartan. Everybody knows how to fight, but grandfather is like, women should not fight. And kind of taking this mentality. So she was, just a kid, like, teach me. And eventually, grandma had to go run for an errand in the nearby town and actually help somebody with a sickness or something. She was gone for a couple days. And grandfather's like, all right, I'll teach you how to fight. And he did not hold back at all. Injured her and dropped a pack that he carried up the mountain, like went away from the house. They hiked for several hours, did this, and then he just left the pack and was like, prove yourself.
Oh, jeez.
And so she was alone in the mountains for a few days.
Wow.
You're feeling this. You're feeling his blows. An impossibly stronger and more skilled adversary beating you down. You feel the fear rising in your gorge. Your gorge rising as the fear kind of flows through you. And you take 10 points of damage, and you're now vulnerable.
Can I absorb that in any way, or does that have to be HP? Or...
Armor. Yeah, you can still armor it.
Okay.
You're going to be vulnerable no matter what because you're rattled now. But
I'm gonna take one armor slot
okay.
and then one minor.
Okay. All right, that's what that does.
Does that cause a stress or no?
No,
Okay.
that's just damage. That's just damage. Let's see. They are. Yeah, home chick is gonna do.
Home chick.
Shit. So she finally manages to float over to Kari, and she says, "Let me know your pain."
I'm good at this.
Quit tasting my friends. Very weird.
And she just gets this right all across your face. And even tries to stick it up your nostril.
Ew.
How mummy tasks.
And
Specific.
That's mummy
you have a terrible, terrible childhood memory resurface. What happens?
Oh gosh. I guess
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah.
going over.
Oh, that's good.
I guess like all of those, like similar moments. I guess of just wanting to learn and wanting to. She was in this elvish society and just constantly being told no,
No.
never. Just that like constant.
With a smile.
With a smile too. Just no. But that.
Why are you so
You're
upset?
so good at this other thing.
Yeah.
Why are you so upset?
Ugh. that feeling of just being judged every day for for wanting to know things and being on the same level as everybody else.
I love that. Okay. She is far more potent than her counterpart, apparently, as she nostrils you for 17 points of magical damage.
Lordy.
Do I take my last armor point?
Yes.
I mean, unless you want to be dead.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Can I help at all at this point?
You're about to...
Let's see.
What?
said
It's
it was
time
how
for the
much?
frog to jump in.
It was how many?
17.
17.
So that knocks it to 11.
So
I would love to.
it still makes 2, but
Once
Wrong deck.
Angel's done with all of his,
still
we have
makes
to wait
2.
for him to do all the bad stuff first.
Yeah.
I mean, on the upshot, he's been spending a lot of the feet.
Okay, I have 2 left.
Okay.
The danger of him hoarding it.
You were now also vulnerable.
Oh yay!
And did I? These guys already went. They
Yeah.
attacked.
Oh yeah, they were the most recent slice.
Yeah.
Attacked and then that. Okay, so they're.
That one,
like-
although that one is restrained.
Yeah. You removed one
One
pink.
next to the
other octopus
next to
tentacle.
Adrian.
No, this one's dead. You destroyed. There
yeah,
were
that
two
one
in
was
here,
dead.
and
You took
destroyed
one
them.
away. You had 2 pink.
Yeah, this was the one that was dead.
Right. But the one next to Adrian, right,
Yeah,
is restrained.
you centered it on.
That one.
Oh, you centered it on that one. No, you're right. You're right. Okay, good call.
Suck it.
Good call.
I was sort of hoping he could like step away. So it couldn't just,
Roll damage on that one too, Justin.
It was
Oh no, it was 8. No, you shattered this one as well.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
No, that's why you was taken away.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
No, I'm glad.
Yeah, you crushed it.
Nice.
Okay,
I
so
thought I
that's
crushed
5. All right, Froginator.
Come on, Finny, get him.
Come on,
you
Finny.
doing?
I need help.
Come on, Finny.
F him up.
Get him.
Finny's a bit. This is action.
We can create a distraction for Finny. Hey, look up here.
Over here. Finny's a bit torn between seeing both Zeph and Cardi, her friend, clearly this powerful being, make them relive something. But Finny knows one of them, doesn't know the other.
Well,
But in terms of
they say you can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but your enemies cannot. You cannot let your enemies pick your friend's nose.
I think that's it. Yes, ancient wisdom there. The wisdom of the ancients there.
so Finny's.
Put it on a t-shirt.
All right, Finny, what are we doing?
All right, Finny's gotta help Connie because child.
Okay.
Yeah, because it hurts Finny more seeing this happen. And can I add experience? They don't see me coming.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They
So
do.
give me a spend a hope, and Kara, do you want to tag team here?
Yeah, I'll text
Okay.
Right on.
So somebody spend 3 hope.
you. Oof. Did we want to divvy
Can
it
I
up?
give another one or I can't?
Yeah.
All right, because no, like I need to help you, so don't give up.
So spend that hope and that hope.
That's 3 hope.
Okay, that's 3 hope. Never mind.
Do it.
Come on.
Oh gosh. All right. So that
Looking at that.
that is 9 with 3. That is 9 with fear.
Roll.
attack team
You roll an attack roll.
But plus 2 for they don't see me coming.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm gonna take the better. Yeah. Come on.
Please.
Please.
Okay.
Is that 2 5s?
No, it's
So that's 17 with hope.
Whack! Okay,
Do you have the same number?
no, it's 10 and 5.
Yeah, I can't see
10
them
and 5.
very well. That's what I
Okay,
was
that
saying.
tags, that would have been cool.
Wish.
Yeah, I sort of forget to look for
That would
that.
have been awesome.
Okay, so you so the two of you move as only old friends can, and you sandwich this apparition between you.
We got him.
And go ahead and roll. Both of you go ahead and roll
Hey,
damage.
remember that time on the playground?
And Finny,
I
do you-
do.
I do. 100%.
And you roll extra damage when you attack from surprise, like you are.
But I, so that always that, but I do have, unless I had to say it in advance for surprise attack. But I think I had to say it in advance.
No, surprise attack. What benefit do you get? I think you get another die, don't you?
I have sneak attack advantage on an attack roll, but that's if my ally is in melee.
Right,
So
which
D6
they were.
is adding D6.
Okay, so it doesn't add damage then. Okay, all right. Go ahead and roll. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage together then.
It does or does not add to that damage.
It's not. It's to hit.
I will do.
That's important though.
Oh, I should have done. I got your back, but that's okay. And for extra damage, is it 2 or is it a specific thing that they add for?
Come again?
You said extra damage.
Yeah, so we're gonna roll. You add these damage rolls together. So you roll damage and Audrey rolls damage.
Yeah.
But basically, you're hitting at
we're
the
on the
same
same
point.
We're on the same team. We're on the same team.
Yeah, it's time to tag team more.
Come on,
Yeah.
girl. Give me another 10. Oh my god. I got another 10.
You got another 10. Okay.
13.
13. How much did you get, Audrey?
Plus 3, so 16
Yeah.
total.
16 total. Yep. You just have a 3. I thought you got a plus on that as well.
Well, the plus is the don't see me coming.
To the damage on the dagger. though.
Yeah, you should have a damage
Oh,
die.
the damage was my 2.
Okay.
My damage roll,
No.
that wasn't that.
Melissa, will you look
damage
on the
roll
sheet real
was
quick?
my
Was
6.
the 1d6?
Yeah, which is 3.
Does it have a bonus to it?
Is it just 1d6?
It should be in the top right corner.
Oh,
Under-
for her
under active
dagger, that's a
weapons.
1d8.
It's 1d8, so roll. Yeah,
this
roll a
one.
die 8.
It's 1d8 plus anything or just
It's just
1d8
1d8.
plus 1.
plus 1?
Yeah.
Okay. 3.
There we go.
Same number.
4 damage.
So 4
So
damage.
17 total,
That's baby.
and it gets rounded up. I think, in this
Let's
version.
get go. Eat him up. Oh,
Eat 'em
there
up.
we go.
But we smushed him, so.
We gotta smush
Okay,
him, and then we gotta pound him to the ground.
So, as that, no, they're not going to have a chance to do that. Okay, because first I had to make you vulnerable.
Oh.
Okay, you hit her in the same spot, and an odd thing happens as you see the two rays kind of cry out at the same time. This one, which is already hanging by a thread, this one gets hit in the same spot as the dagger and great axe hit, even though obviously it's not the recipient over there. It acts as though it's been hit, and it just gets shredded. There's a bit of a spray of ray. And as soon as that happens, Adrian, with sweat just pouring down him, his slender body trembling, pulls those two around, throws them, tack tack, and all you have is this last one. This one now is shimmering like crazy. Did either of you roll with hope?
I did.
You rolled with hope? Okay. All right, let's finish this. So, you have, who's next?
I want to hit it another magical attack.
She wants to hit it.
I'm going to use Unleash Chaos this time because I don't have the hope
Lordy.
to use the other
Okay,
one.
well,
Sounds
Okay,
impressive.
get me out of the range though.
I can make a spellcast roll against a target within far range and I'm going to spend both of these tokens. So
Yes.
on a success, I get to roll 2d10 against it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So what does this look like? What's going on?
So I like that it's called Unleash Chaos because it's her really using
actually
her
written
new
down.
form
wish
of
to
will
assist.
working.
Okay. Awesome.
So she really lets go and she just throws her arms down and this just shoots out of her like she's not.
Should it be better
doing anything.
to assist, or would it be better to tag team?
Tag team.
Tag team.
Yeah, because clearly it worked
Get
out.
more damage.
All right, so that's just like a hope, or that's
3 hope.
3 hope total.
3 hope total. Yeah. Okay. So Varian seizes. Varian, you see.
No, I already had one out there.
Varian, you see this. You see this geyser of just chaotic, like chaos magic coming out of her. You add your own to it, and what are you doing? What you're just shooting?
Shooting
Okay,
at it.
but you see her chaos magic leaps into your arrow, infusing your arrow as it goes past her.
Let me use my ranger's focus.
Okay, good. Yeah. You feel your companion's intent behind you, or to your side, Marlo, as you pull that up. All right, both of you roll. That's pretty badass, actually.
Heck
Can you picture that?
I got 19 with hope.
Finally.
More hope.
And I got 18
18
with hope.
with on attack team. If either person gets hope, you still maintain control. Okay. Okay, roll damage, y'all.
Yeah. The power of friendship.
That is
We've got the power.
5 for me.
5. Okay.
Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks good, Caitlin.
17.
Woo!
That's good, baby.
Okay. Mine also takes stress from that,
Yes, it does.
if that matters.
So this
Probably not.
thunks in. For some of these enemies, it does. Thunks in. 17, 5. That's 3. Ooh. Woo.
Cool.
Okay.
Chills.
Murdered us thing with me.
And as a last ditch effort,
She picks your nose again.
No!
she plunges the wand as she's disintegrating. She plunges the wand into the ground, and you see the shadows just soaked into the ground. However, she's not fast enough to stop Adrian from grabbing that last piece. And there's a cleansing blue light azure actually that sweeps through here, effectively disintegrating all of the crap that was left, the bodies, etc. And then there's a flame that continues on, leaping from rune to rune, all these small little runes, and knocking over one of the trees.
Apparently. Deforestation.
Going,
they're all
it doesn't get much farther than the map, but there is a tunnel now. Remember what took hundreds of years for the elves to build? A small portion of that has now been reclaimed. Oh my.
Confirm, let's see. It says that one of the perks of actually having the ranger's mark is that I know exactly what direction they're in. If it's gone,
It went down.
still there.
How far can you track it? I'm going to say you can feel it. It
It doesn't actually say there's a distance on it.
there may not be, because the Qatari can be kind of scary. I mean, it's probably 40, 50 feet down, and it's nursing its wounds.
Okay. That's why I wanted to mark it. Wanted to make sure.
Thank you for
ran
the
or something
cliffhanger
out.
for an
Yeah,
intermission.
right.
Okay.
All right.
I know we're coming up on time, y'all. Thank you very much. Welcome to level 2.
Oh my god!
And
Take my dice.
we will pick up the newly inaugurated Haven Quintet at a later date. But I very much look forward to seeing what'll happens. You catch him. You also, because they were on him or next to him, that same fire went into the sending stones.
Good.
And the sending stones look different because they were never blue like that, and the runes seem to have shifted, but they've been activated into something.
And you still just have one. You're not.
He has one and I.
You had one, yeah. You had one, and he had one.
Gotcha.
And that, friends, is where we will have to leave it. Far away, friends, thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. I know I have on this, and I certainly plan on delving deeper into this so that I'm not stumbling on the rules. And I think this world is really interesting, and I want to see what you all come up with and where we go from here.
Me
This is a
too.
much more open. This is basically an open, kind of an open thing now. Okay, thanks so much for your time. And as you go on your journey out there, stay safe and stay curious.
Bye, everybody.
Ribbit.
why limit your imagination? In the tabletop role-playing space, customization is everything, especially when it comes to your character. Whether you're a player, a painter, or a master of tales, your character is what matters most. Using high-quality, fully customizable miniatures, you can be built for battle with Eldritch Foundry.
Greetings, weary travelers, and welcome to Constructed Chaos, a channel dedicated to all things D&D, including live play streams and podcasts, 3D printing, painting, crafting, homebrew content, and guides for players and dungeon masters alike. Join our Discord for even more special benefits, announcements, and free downloadable content. And until next time, go out there and make some chaos.